Hello and welcome to the Fairy Tale Journeys by Todd Bro podcast. Sit back, relax, and let's discuss all things Disney, Universal, and cruising vacations. Hello, this is Todd, and welcome to episode 9 for Wednesday, January 17th, 2024. In today's episode, we are going to discuss that free dining is back for Walt Disney World. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for returning back to the podcast. If you haven't been here before, hello to the new subscribers and listeners. Happy New Year's, and I'm sorry for the long delay in podcasts. Unfortunately, things didn't go as well as I wanted them to. I was planning on doing one or two over the holidays, but of course, just didn't get to it. Was busy with the kids and the family and other things. So again, I apologize for the long delay in podcast, but thank you for coming back. As I said, or welcome if this is your first one. Please go back and listen to my other podcasts. Most of these podcasts that I do are timely and have some information in regards to, something that's going on, new promotions, that sort of thing. But I will have some other evergreen episodes coming up. I plan on having some shows regarding, the theme parks and the hotels and other things. So the main topic, the first topic, is going to be um, there's some discounts, including free dining. But before I get to that, some of the new things that are happening with Walt Disney World for 2024 that have started is full day park hopping is now back. So that means you don't have to wait till 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon to park hop. You can go ahead and go, you can go into parks for 5 minutes and leave and park hop to another one. So full park hopping is now available back at Walt Disney World. Also, the Disney dining plan is back, and that refers to the discount, as we're going to speak about that. But yes, the Disney dining plan is back for vacation packages. So if you make a package with room and tickets and the dining plan, you can add the dining plan to that package. You have your quick service and you have your regular standard table service one. If you're not familiar with the dining plan, it has been going away since like around COVID, and finally is getting back. So the standard dining plan is one table service credit, one quick service credit, and one snack credit per person per night. And each person in the vacation package does also get a refillable resort mug to be used at the resorts for sodas, teas, coffee, that sort of stuff. Then the quick service dining plan has two quick service credits and one snack and the refillable resort mug. And that is per person per night of your stay. And then also the last thing, as far as these new the new things coming to the 2024 to Walt Disney World, is that park reservations for date-based tickets are no longer required. So again, if you have a package and now you won't have to do park reservations. You won't have to let Disney know which particular park you're going to be arriving at first. Now, if you have a military discounted ticket or you're an annual pass holder, you will still have to make park reservations. Now, annual pass holders, Disney is having what's called good to go days, where it's basically like an open day and you don't have to make a park reservation. um, but other days, I guess the more popular days, of course, you'll have to make reservations. Now, this is for just Walt Disney World. Disneyland you still have to make park reservations for Disneyland. So yeah, so that is some of the more important things that have just started within the last few days. And one of the big things, one of the big offers that has come out is, again, free dining is back at Walt Disney World. Now, this is only for Disney Plus subscribers. So if you're not a Disney Plus subscriber, and you're looking to go to Walt Disney World, that you may want to become a subscriber for at least a few months. You will still have to be a Disney Plus subscriber during your trip. So, for instance, uh, well, let me get to that. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So the free dining plan is for purchase with a non-discounted 4-night, 4-day travel package that includes the room at a select Disney Resort hotel and theme park tickets. And the theme park tickets have to include the park hopping option. And this is most arrivals for most nights July 1st through September 30th of 2024. So that's later in the end of summer. So if you guys are looking to go to Walt Disney World and you're a Disney Plus subscriber and you're wanting to go at the end of summer, like in July, right before school starts, and into September, uh, give me a call, send me an email. My information is in the show notes, but it's ftj by tb at gmail.com is my email. I can get you a quote. And of course, as you may know, this discount is very popular right now, so it is booking up rather quickly. Um, but like I was saying, if you're not a Disney Plus subscriber and you're looking to book sometime now for the end of July, um, you might want to just become a subscriber for say a few months, and then once your vacation is done, then cancel it. Um, but you have to be a subscriber to book it, and you have to be a subscriber during your trip. You just can't buy it for a month, cancel it, because they're gonna require some sort of proof, to book that package. I have to send in a proof of your email that is associated with that subscription, and they will verify that subscription. So yeah, so they got that. But if you're not a Disney Plus subscriber, don't worry. There are other discounts available right now for Walt Disney World. There is up to 35% off on select Disney resorts when you stay 5 consecutive nights or longer. Or you can save up to 30% off of shorter stays. And this is valid most nights July 8th through October 3rd. So again, this is for the fall time, not fall, but late summer, early fall time, that sort of thing. Um, but again, if you're not looking to go later on and you're actually looking to go sooner than that, they still do have some discounts available for the spring times. It is not too late for Mardi Gras or Easter break if you're looking to go within the next couple of months. So again, send me an email, give me a call, and I can see what's available still for those spring discounts. Moving on to Disney Cruise Line. Right now, they're offering 50% off on the deposits. So maybe you're looking to go on a Disney cruise, and I can book up into 2025. So if you're looking for next year or even this year, for sure, Alaska cruises during the summer, or other cruises, in the fall time. Fall time tends to be a little bit cheaper, but you can take advantage on select sailings and get 50% off your deposit. So maybe you don't have all the money to come up with the deposit right now, for a cruise for later on this year or next year. Gives you plenty of time to pay off that trip, um, and you can save half. Not well, it's not necessarily a savings, but it's helpful. It's a 50% off your deposit. Also, Disney Visa card holders, there's some room discounts at Disneyland and as well as Walt Disney World. And I just got a message today that for this summer there are some discounts for Disney Visa card holders at Alani Resort in Hawaii. So if you're thinking about going to Hawaii and you are a Disney Visa card holder, give me an email, shoot me an email again, get in touch with me, and I can help you get a free quote, help you book that trip, and get you a really good discount. Um, so that's it right now for discounts. I always typically start my podcast with all the different discounts, and suggest you reach out to me for any of those. One of the next things I wanted to discuss with is the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival. That is going to be taking place over 90 days this year, and it's going to start on February 28th and run through May 27th. This is actually shorter than last year's 2023 dates, which was 120 days down to 90 days. So that's very surprising that they shortened it so much this year compared to last year, which is good. It was quite long, you know. So couple of new things. Well, one of the new things that they mentioned was they were gonna have a new Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, a new Groot topiary. We'll go, of course, if you're familiar or if you're not familiar with the Flower and Garden Festival, there's multitudes of topiaries all over the park, and there are also food booths available with some amazing food. Walking around World Showcase and the former Future World area. I can't think of what they call it now, but I'm always going to call it Future World. So they'll have some booths in that area as well. And if you're not familiar with some of the recent happenings around Epcot, they just opened up a lot more room right behind Spaceship Earth. The Moana area has been open for a couple of months. The Walt statue is now available, to go up to. So there's just a lot of now more open area behind Spaceship Earth now. They're still working. I think they're gonna be working on that area though for to the rest of the year. I don't think it's gonna be done till the end of the year, like completely. So, but at least you don't have to detour so much to get to the back of the park. Also, for the International Flower and Garden Festival, they have the Garden Rocks concert series. Um, there are dining packages available at some of the restaurants, which include Akershus Royal Banquet Hall, Beer Garden, Coral Reef, the Garden Grill, Rose and Crown, Le Cellier. And then also for Regal Eagle Smokehouse, they have walk-ups available only day of for that one, it's a quick service. But for the other ones, they're table service restaurants. So you can do a dining package where you eat at one of these restaurants and then you can get a reserved seat, not a specific seat, but you're guaranteed to be into the shows. And some of the acts are pretty popular. So that might be, if there's a particular artist, musical act that you really want to see, that you may want to consider booking that dining package for the Garden Rocks. Some of the performers include Richard Marx, March 3rd through 4th, Berlin, March 8th through 9th, Rick Springfield, March 10th through 11th, Modern English, March 15th through 16th, um, the Commodores, March 17th through 18th, Foreigner's Journey, March 19th through 21st. I believe that's a cover band that plays Foreigner and Journey songs. Flock of Seagulls, April 14th through 15th. Starship featuring Mickey Thomas, April 26th through 27th. And then I also had Lit, the band Lit, May 24th through 25th. And of course, there were many other acts in between. So pretty much every day there is some sort of act, musical act playing for this part of the Flower and Garden. One other thing to note is the new DVC cabins at Fort Wilderness Campgrounds are set to open up on July 1st. So if you didn't know, the Fort Wilderness Campground, has regular, normal campsites. You have your tent campsites. You also have your RV campsites. But they also had, for the longest time, these little chalets, these little cabins that you could rent If you weren't coming in an RV, but you wanted to stay at the campground, and those sleep 6, well, Disney Vacation Club has taken those over and is retrofitting those, and they're all brand new. So they're getting rid of the old ones and putting in some new ones. And those will be opening up on July 1st. And there is some more information about, if you want to purchase DVC and all that stuff, or but you don't have to be a DVC member to stay at these cabins. So now jumping from Disney, just a little bit of information on Royal Caribbean. I do book Royal Caribbean cruises. So if you guys are looking for something alternative to Disney and do a Royal Caribbean cruise out of Galveston or out of Florida or Alaska, I can help you with those. So the Icon of the Seas, which you may have seen online, is the newest and biggest ship, and this is set to sail at the end of this month. So if you were looking maybe to again take a trip on one of these ships, this new Icon of the Seas, contact me for booking information. Now they also have another new ship called the Star of the Seas, and this one is set to sail in 2025. And this is the last in the Oasis class ships. Um, so have that to look forward to as well. And there are some current discounts that include up to $600 off the rooms and 60% off the second guest and kids sail free. And this is on select sailings. And so if you want to take advantage of one of these discounts, please give me a call or send me an email. Moving over to Universal Orlando, coming up pretty soon, they will be starting their Mardi Gras celebration, and that will run from February 3rd to April 7th. Excuse me. And that will also feature food booths and a Mardi Gras parade each evening. And speaking of that Mardi Gras parade, normal day guests do have the opportunity to ride on the floats. You can also be a pass holder and sign up through there. But even if you're a normal day guest, you can sign up to participate in the parade. And what you can do is basically there's a dining package where you dine in one of the restaurants at the parks, and then you get a spot on one of the floats. So it's pretty neat. I've done it myself. Not the dining package. I've done it with a travel agent group, but it's really fun to get on the float and see it from a different perspective and throw the beads out. And they provide you with the beads and the costume, so there's nothing you need to bring. Now they also have some other discounts available or being offered at Universal Resort. You can save up to 25% off of a 3-park 5-night vacation package. And then they also have a promotion with the tickets where if you get you will get 2 days free with the purchase of a 2-park 2-day ticket. So both of those, again, if you want to take advantage of one of these, I can help you again get some prices on a Universal trip. So that's about it for this update. Just more updates on some discounts that came out, especially the free dining. Make sure everybody knows about that. And then a few things coming up at some of the other resorts. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, I will be having some podcasts eventually on specific subjects, not just updates, not just what's the latest discount. Of course, I always will talk about those at the beginning, but I may have a segment in regards to anything like, what's the best buffets for character meals? What is some of the best shopping? I'm not sure exactly what I'll have to come up with some ideas and excuse me, see what I can do about that. But anyway, thank you very much for listening and coming back. And please subscribe to the podcast. Please rate and review. Send me an email at ftjbytb@gmail.com. I can be reached that way. And any comments, questions, concerns, I would definitely appreciate it. So thank you very much, and may the force be with you always. Well, we have come to the end of this episode of the podcast. If you would like help booking and planning your next vacation, please don't hesitate to reach out. I can provide you with a free, no obligation quote. I can be reached via email at ftjbytb@gmail.com or call 337-380-0111. Thank you, and may the force be with you always.